Hello, my brothers and sisters. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, bringing you my daily diary segment. I am so grateful for you watching these little updates about what do I do all day. I think it's important for people to know that from the leaders of the groups they follow and support. So April the 6th through 11th of 2026. It was Easter week, right? Easter was on the 5th. What did I do during that week? Well, I was in New York, up at my family residence where I grew up, taking care of things in regard to my mom's estate. And sadly, as you know, she passed away just before Christmas. So lots of things to do together with the other family members I have up there. So let me give you a rundown of each day. So Monday, April 6th was Easter Monday. And on these days, on each of these days I'm about to talk about, I had an interplay between tapings that I had to do, interaction with the staff and the Priest for Life office, of course, on the computer, and Zoom meetings and so forth with the administration and keeping various work going there. And then attentiveness to the things up at the house. And in particular, and I went into this full force on Monday, the organizing of paperwork and other memorabilia and things that we've had there in the family house that my brother and I and my parents have saved over the decades. So it's a lot of stuff. I'm sure many of you have been through this similar process, and it was quite a journey, as many of you will appreciate. So and I enjoyed seeing so many of the things from my past. I love to save records of things and writings and articles, and it was a combination of things from Priest for Life, from news items, family things. You learn a lot about your family too. I found records from my grandparents, because we had a lot of my grandparents' stuff in the house as well. So I just morning to night, I got up early, eager to get into this various kinds of work, and did it from morning to night. I also had some, like I say, some tapings that I did. And also it was the beginning of April, still pretty much at the beginning of the month, and I had a few loose ends to tie up in terms of the detailed scheduling that I do for each month. So I worked on some of that as well. And other items that took my attention on the computer were travel plans for upcoming trips, returning various Easter greetings, helping setting up various appointments for family matters, and also in regard to a home inspection that we had scheduled. And then let's see, what does this say here? Oh yes, a column that I wrote and sent in to Catholic Online, Catholic.org, great website, good friends of ours, and they publish my stuff regularly. And I'm also a faculty member on their Catholic Online school. All right, Tuesday, April the 7th, Easter Tuesday. Very, very busy day. Connected with the staff in the morning on the briefing. The previous day, the staff had Easter Monday off, as we do each year. Connected with them for the 8:30 briefing. I'd started earlier than that on, again, organizing all these various items in the house. Then working more on that, then I had a visit from a locksmith at 10. We had, again, to do some work on the house. My brother came by. We did some organizing ourselves. And then in the early afternoon, I had an electrician come by, and we had to do some electrical work there in the house. Meanwhile, in the midst of all of this, I was keeping in close touch with my office on things like, let's see, Praying for America program that I had pre-taped, social media postings, let's see, some other plans for Ralph Reed's conference coming up in June, for the Stand Dinner, Bishop E.W. Jackson inviting me as a special guest, and some special broadcasts that we were working on, and also interaction with one of our key website people. Had to do some planning work and strategic work with him. Continued on the rest of the day with organizing items in the house, as I explained. And then at night, we had the Silent No More regional coordinators call. And Janet and I were on that with our Silent No More team and coordinators from different parts of the country. Wednesday, April 8th, similar kind of day, went in full force with the work there to be done in the house, interacting with staff on things like website, staff schedules, opinion pieces being written, leadership meetings that we organized, the NIFLA conference, a pregnancy center conference that we were preparing for, email blasts going out, and meetings with various consultants. And then I felt Wednesday afternoon was a good afternoon to do one of my favorite things towards dinner time, and that is to go to the local seafood market there in town and get some good shellfish. So one of my favorite things, I did that on Wednesday the 8th. Thursday the 9th, a similar kind of schedule, connecting with staff in the morning, some things on my computer in regard to approving email messages going out to our entire list, our prospecting plans, and also special programming that Teresa and Kevin Burke were ready to do that night. I had a house inspector come. Very, very interesting process. I'm sure many of you have had home inspections done, look at the quality of the house, and had one of those come by and do that work. Good meeting with him. Continued with work in the house, organizing many, many things, and then later in the afternoon had a cleaning crew come. And they did a great job, too, cleaning up a lot of stuff. And then later that evening, a special broadcast on abortion healing. I let Teresa and Kevin Burke do that, founders of Rachel's Vineyard and members of our Priests for Life team. But I had helped to prepare for that and communicated with our broadcast staff about it. Friday the 10th, getting to the point now of wrapping up the work of the week up there with the house. I had to connect with staff on things like Planned Parenthood's report that they sent out. We always read through and comment on those reports, and also communication with the Catholic Online School, for which, as I told you earlier, I do mini courses, and you can see them up there. Had the junk luggers come by in the morning, had a little bit of garbage for them to take away. A very good meeting together with my brother, with one of our legal advisors, again, to wrap things up in terms of my mom's estate. And then I had an afternoon of good, strong work there in the house together with, all the different items that I'm organizing. And then later in the afternoon, had a handyman come by, do a little bit of additional work, and communicating with my brother during the course of the day as well. And that led then to Saturday, Easter Saturday, April 11th. I had finished the bulk of the work in the house, organizing all the different things down to the last piece of paper. And so communication with staff on things like travel plans, opinion pieces, website adjustments, and computer issues. But then early in the morning, I did something that my mom always liked to do when I would go up and visit with her, and that was to go to IHOP. So I went a couple of towns over. I'm in Mamaroneck, to be exact. Went to the International House of Pancakes there, had a nice breakfast, came back, worked hard there in the house on some additional things, some packing, and enjoying outside at our deck. That's something also my mom enjoyed very much, sitting out on the deck outside on a nice day, and it was a nice day. And then had some dinner, cleaned things up, and left the house at 6:30 p.m. to go to the airport, which fortunately is only 10 minutes away, literally, from the house, and flew back to Orlando. Got in pretty late in Orlando, headed back to Priests for Life headquarters, and that concluded the day and the week. Very productive week, Easter week, filled with the joy of the resurrection, and I hope yours was as well. That's what I did, April 6th to 11th, 2026. I hope your days are blessed. I will talk to you soon.
Hello, everybody. My name is Liche Ariza. I'm an actor in the TV show The Chosen that you might know. And I am so happy to be able to share with you an inspiration, the inspiration that Priests for Life has been in my life. I recommend that you look into it. There is no other organization that works tirelessly to preserve life. Without life, there is nothing. Even those who proclaim death are alive. And they wouldn't be alive if their parents hadn't decided to have them. So, Priests for Life works really hard to make sure that we continue to fight in every aspect of society so that children in the womb are preserved and they are allowed to come into this world to do whatever God's will for them is. So I have been contributing personally, financially with Priests for Life since 2019. And I recommend that you all do the same. You know, there's always like $10 that you're not gonna use. Or, you know, if you're gonna buy something that's more expensive in this store than that one, then go to the store, it's cheaper, and then take the other 10 and if you can, contribute so that Father Frank and his team here, the whole staff, can continue to do their work. It is very important work, if not practical in terms of money or whatever. Do it with your support. Voice, be strong, stand up and say, life must be preserved. And there's nobody that does it better than Father Frank Pavone and Priests for Life. So please, contribute in any way you can, and I'll be trying to come back and visit him and showing you that this is not a one-time thing. This is a life decision. When you support life, you support it forever, not just for a little bit. So, you know, Jesus is watching everything that you do, so you might as well do this, and you'll be happy.
Follow him, Frank Pavone, Fr. Frank Pavone. He is the National Director of Priests for Life. Please go to priestsforlife.org.
Frank Pavone. Frank, thank you very much.